everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop here in Torrington, Connecticut, and it is a Sunday afternoon, and I am going to get this Shopcast going before the snowstorm that I guess we're supposed to get is going to hit us. So, hope that you are having a great weekend. Let's see, I have on my version of the cover sweater of Noro magazine. I think I wore this last week to show you, and it's my version because the slip stitch is totally different, because I was actually going to do this pattern and made a mistake and it came out different, and I said, you know what, I love it, I'm going to keep going with it. And what I did was my version of a cowl instead of the scarf. I would love to do this one as well, the correct version of the stitch, but again, I would still do it as a cowl only because I know I will wear this more than I will as a scarf. So very, very happy because last week the color that's shown here, well, actually the new yarn, Saiun, came in. So, Saiun is this beautiful, beautiful, and this is one of the colors. I'm showing this on the beautiful pendles that everybody has just been snapping up also this past week, but isn't that color amazing? This is one of those, it's a magnetic yarn holder so that when you have your yarn on there, you just pull and you don't have to keep pulling and pulling. It just comes off beautifully and quietly, and it's just a great way to hold your yarn and keep it. I find that it actually tames these more the singles yarns that Noro is noted for, that they're not plied, so they like to twist on themselves. But anyway, this is one of the colors. This is color number 11, which is, look at that. It is so amazing. Now the bad news is that the color is already sold out, and it's on back order. And luckily I got enough to be able to fill all my orders. I only have maybe enough to do 1 or 2 more kits. I don't even have the color up on the website as available. So if you do want it, give me a call, see if it's still available. I'm kind of keeping it as a if somebody really, really wants it, and I'm just kind of keeping it kind of squirreled away for you. And then the other color, believe it or not, that goes with it. This is why when you do slip stitch patterns, if you have 2 completely different colorways, I think it's more stunning than if you try to make them kind of play nicely together, because what happens is the colors tend to overlap and then they absorb into each other, and you get sections where you really can't see the pattern that much. So if you have total contrast, that's the way to go. But this is color number 8 and color number 11, but there's so many other beautiful colorways that would work beautifully as well. Now, details about Saiun from Noro. This was one of the 2 new yarns this winter season. This is 70% wool, 30% polyamide, and 150 yard ball, and 150 gram ball, and it's about a 500 yard ball of yarn. It's a light worsted, heavy DK weight yarn. It's thick and thin, so it can really kind of run. They're saying like a 5-2. No, that's not right. These numbers are messed up, I think. A 5 to 8 needle, and gauge of uh, 5.5 to 5 stitches to the inch. But it's just, look, colors are just so amazing. So this was color number 8. And then let me show you the other wonderful colors. Look at this one here. I'm using this as a kind of a substitute for, because I think I have a couple extra skeins of the blue. So I'm putting these two together. I think that would be great. This is color number, these are all up on the website. This is color number 3. And then we have, this is a very pretty color too. I love olive and purple and lavender together. Isn't that beautiful? Now this is color number, where is, oh, it's on the inside. Color number 12. And then we have, oh, talk about moody purples. Look at that. Look how stunning that colorway is. Just gorgeous. And I would, oh, how great would this be together? These two colors. So this is color number 2. And then we have kind of dark and earthy. This one's color number 6. Your burgundies and your little shots of turquoisey blue in there. Beautiful. Olive. A lot of teal and kind of like a granite. And then we have a little bit of brightness here with the turquoise and the gold and the hot pink. So fun colorway here. And this is color number 10. And these would look amazing if you put like solids together. Like mix this with a solid. I don't think I have anything nearby that I could grab. I didn't even think about that. But you could also, if you didn't want to do two multis together, well, like what I did here, you could put a solid color with one of the Saiuns. So this is Saiun with Hanui silk, which is just a very the natural colored wool. And actually this one here, I'm calling this all points cowl, I think I named it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some other colorways, versions of this color, of this cowl. So, and I'll kit that up, and that'll be in the notes if you're interested in this. And then I have, did I do this one already? Color 6. You know what? Color 6 is similar. I don't know if I did this. I might have. Well, anyway, color 6. I might have done this one. Or maybe not. I can't tell. But anyway, that's color 6. Yeah, I think I did this one with the gray. And then this one's like very different than all the others. This just has fun, happy, kind of deep, I don't want, they're not pastel, but like deep pastels. Aren't they pretty? Your fuchsia and your pinks and your purples, and that's just a fun colorway. So, and this one is color number 1. Okay, so very happy, relieved that the yarn finally came in. Now we can get on with knitting with it. So very, very happy. Okay, now also I'm thinking, I haven't actually come up with a, I was planning on doing a little demo, little tutorial on how to do the stitch. So I still think I just need to do that. And I will. So maybe next week I'll have a little tutorial on how to do this particular slip stitch for you when I start my other cowl. Right now I have cast-onitis. I want to cast on so many different things. So I want to do this, and then next week in the shop, and you let me know if you would like to partake of this. I'm offering a free class with the purchase of this kit, and I don't know, I'm thinking I would love to do maybe a tutorial on this to show. What's great about this hat is it takes 2 skeins of Curion, or 1 skein of one of your bigger worsted weight Noro yarns, or any worsted weight for that matter. And what you do is first you cast on your band, and you knit your band, connect your band, then you pick up and you do your crown, and then you pick up and you do this great picot edge, which I think is just so gorgeous, and it was so fun to do. So I have different color options on the website that I will also put in the notes for this hat. But anyway, yes, we'll have this kitted up, and if you're coming into the shop, there'll be a little free class that we will do. And the thing is, there's homework. So if you plan on doing this class, you're going to need to come in, pick up your yarn, or if you want to do it, I'm trying to think of how we could do this together. Maybe we could do a little Zoom for anybody that wants to participate, and order your kit. You want to participate, that's what we could do. We could do a little Zoom at the same time, but you will also need to do your homework, which would mean to cast on, work your band. There's a free pattern that is included with the kit, and then just be ready to, you'll need 2 circular needles to pick up for this part. And then we're also going to pick up so that I can show you. This is the most important part, is to pick up to show you how to do the picot edging. So that's what I would like to do next Saturday, and it would be 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. All right, and this is called the cloche hat, although cloche is a hat. So, but I just think it's adorable. This was so much fun to make. I enjoyed it to no end. I would happily make another one of these. Okay, what else is on my list here? There are, as I said, there's so many cast-ons I want to do. I need to make myself some slippers. So I'm debating right now about putting on one of these slippers, casting on, but these are felted, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood to do any felting right now. I mean, not that it takes that long. This yarn, I could tell this would felt up in no time. Flat, and it's offered in all these bright colors, except I had a thought about this yarn, which I'll talk about in a second. So besides slippers, there's another project that I could possibly do with this yarn. So the other yarn that I'm thinking that I might want to do slippers with is, because they're discontinuing this yarn, is Sweeto. It's a bulky 100% wool from Noro. And it's so funny because I had somebody that made this holiday season, she did, what did she make? She did either a cowl, I don't remember what she made with it, but I was so surprised because she used, it was either a hat or a cowl. She did, because they suggest using, Well, no, they do suggest an 8 to a 10. She used an 8. I could not believe how soft this yarn washed up. I couldn't believe it was the same yarn. It was amazing. Um, so I was thinking about doing slippers with this, but just knitting them and not doing felted slippers. So that's a thought. So, and I haven't decided which slippers I want to do. But now, keeping that in mind, okay, so slippers, another cast on. But the other, okay, number 3 cast on that I want to do, these are all smaller projects, so we're not talking, major things here. How many of you have made hoods? All of a sudden, now I have customers that they like to make hoods, they like to wear them, and I've been kind of like, yeah, okay. Maybe it's because I saw a couple on Ravelry that all of a sudden that I thought were really cute, and all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, a hood. I'm not a hat person. I will put the hood on my coat when it's really cold and really bad weather. But I thought, oh my goodness, the hoods are really adorable. And I started looking at hoods, and the one that I thought was really cute was Laura Nelkin's. I forget, this one she called the Hoodula. I don't know how to pronounce it. But look at how cute that is. I love it. Now, she did one here. Here's one without the I-cord, the drawstring. I like it way better. Oh, she's wearing it this way. Love it worn like that. And I love it with the cord. However, I'm already rethinking how I would want to knit this. I do like, she's doing a 2x2 rib. I am thinking 2x2 rib. I would like to make it so that I can wear it either that way, or I love this idea. I just finished buying my husband a fleece hood that you could wear like this. He does not wear knitted things, so I do not waste my time on him. He finds any kind of yarn, I don't care what it is, even commercial yarn. He does not like it on his head or face. He finds it itchy. So I'm not going to bother then. So I got him a fleece one. So I guess that kind of got me all into the thought of hoods too. But I'm just dying to cast this on. The only thing is, it's a cute pattern and everything, but it's I saw somebody, Jana on Finish Knitting Stories made this one. She made a couple. I like the first one she made. That was done with a fingering weight yarn, and it was very soft and drapey and lightweight, which I kind of like because you could pull it down and then you could wear it kind of like a cowl. So I like that idea. But she wanted something that was going to be heavier to walk her dog with. And she made this one. The only thing is, I don't think the pattern shows, but it was very big back here. And I tend to like the hoods so that they're just straight rectangles. I don't want any extra. I don't want any points hanging off the back of my head. Want just a nice clean look. So I think what I'm going to do, I had already thought about this, was I'm going to do, I think, my waffle weave. Because the nice thing is, with the waffle weave, I can go right from 2x2 ribbing for this part, for down here, or if you pull it inside, and then it could go right into my waffle weave for the rest of the hood, and I can keep it nice and straight. And then also I would start from the bottom. I think Laura starts from the top, I would start from the bottom up and then probably do a 3 needle bind off at the top. So I think that's the way I'm going. Now the thing is, okay, so I'm talking about that. You could do, when I was looking at this yarn for the slippers, I was thinking you could do the ribbing part in the solid and then change to the hooded part, the hood part in the multi. And then I'll have to do any felting the slippers. So I'm kind of tempted. I just have to look at the yardage on this, but I'm kind of tempted to do that. Wouldn't that be fun to have? Or if you were going to do, I don't think I'm doing this color, but you have your bright pop. To me, this color is just too bright. But you could have your bright pink here, and then have this part as your hood. Same thing with that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I have a feeling I'm going to do more than one hood, because I'm probably going to do one and then say, oh, well, let's see what this would look like in this yarn. So yeah, so watch out for some hoods. So I think, yeah, that's going to be a third one. But I think I want to do this one. I don't know what I should do. This would probably be fun and bright and make a statement, but which color would you like to see me do it in? Or, nah, I don't want to do that color at all. That's not a color I would do. And this one kind of just speaks for itself, so I would decide between these two. So anyway, so that's my thought about hoods. Although I was also looking, because I have so many other yarns I could do a hood in, and I was thinking, well, maybe something soft. So I was thinking this 100% baby alpaca that is so gorgeous and drapey, and it would feel wonderful next to your skin. So that could be, this is a little bit lighter weight yarn. I'm trying, no, actually, this is a worsted weight. The other ones I think are a little chunky. But this is a thought too, so I might want to do that. And then also I was considering another one? Oh yeah, Madara. Wouldn't it be pretty done in Madara too? This is like a little kind of heavy worsted weight, but it has silk and wool, and it feels really, really nice next to your skin. So this could be very nice. And you wouldn't have to worry about crazy striping or anything. It's just tweedy. So I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah, I'm gonna be bringing a big bag of yarn. I always do this. I'll bring a whole bunch of stuff at home, and then I won't get to anywhere near any of it, because I already have some things I need to finish this weekend for next week. So yeah, there's that list too. So hopefully I'll have some new things that I'll be showing you that I have finished. So I really need to do those things. And the thing is, it's silly because these things I need to finish are not going to take me that long to finish. And I really should just like bite the bullet and just do it. Okay, so that's that cast on. And I think there's yet another cast on too. Oh, this is another version of that. Here we go. Now this is just showing it, just another picture of that same Cowl by Laura Nulkin. And it's called Hudula. And it's on Ravelry. And I think there was another one too. I'm not sure if I purchased it or not, but there was another one I was looking at. Okay, so there's those cast-ons. Can you bear with two more? Can you? All right. This has been on my, I've been dreaming about this one for the past month or so, and just couldn't do anything about it, because even though I really wanted to. Okay. Grid Gambit Cowl. Yes, I know. They're all cowls. But look at that. I love that. That screams to me. I love very graphic things. Um, and I love multicolored knitting, so this is mosaic and right up my alley. This would just, oh, this would make me feel so great. And I love the shape of this. It's like like a bandana, and then it gets joined in the back. So I love that whole look. And what am I thinking about doing it in? Well, this was another thing too. Excuse me, I happened to walk by a basket of yarn and said, "Oh my goodness, you still never got around to doing anything with that yarn yet." Um, and I have this new Perth that I had shown you a while back, and I was thinking about what I was going to do with it. Oh God, look at this color. Is that not amazing? But you know what? Yeah, I really do have a love. We see a theme here. Look at that. So I really need to stay away from this one because I really do. Either that or I have no business touching this ball of yarn. I really feel like I should save it for a customer and not for myself. So that actually frees this one up then. But I'm thinking this. I'm thinking maybe this one. Adore that one. And what would I use for the second color? Oh, and I love that one. And I'm thinking for my second color, my background color, nothing makes things pop like black. Look at that. Would that be, I think that would be gorgeous. Stunning. I think I would do something different with it. I think this is out of the running. I don't think I'm doing purple. That's too dark. I would probably want something lighter with this one. So I think I'm really, unless you would suggest another color, my basket is over there. I have a light gray. I could do, again, I don't want to pull any colors that are actually in here because I don't want any, I want all these colors to pop. So I would do either a lighter color, that's why I'm thinking the gray, or, yeah, but I'm kind of like, I don't normally do like something like this. I think that would be stunning. And again, I would really love that. Oh, I would love that. Anyway, give me your thoughts. Which one would you do if you were going to do this? And you could tell me that, and then I could totally disregard what you said and do what I feel like. But it's nice to get people's input. But also, sometimes, you all come from a totally different place, and which is great because it makes you think from that different place. Like I would never have thought of that. So no, I do listen. It's just sometimes I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway. Come on, we all do that, right? Okay, so that's that cast on. And then I have been wanting to do this or some version of it ever since like 3 years now. Who knows? I'm pulling that number. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it's been a while. I have not done, believe it or not, I have not done any kind of pressed flower project. I was originally thinking hat. I would like this to be something I would wear, so I'm not going to wear the hat. I would definitely wear that. Isn't that stunning? But again, originally I was thinking, ooh, this would be really nice in the Perth and in the Alba, because I like that weight. And this goes from, is it fingering or sport up to worsted weight or Aran? Oh, I know. I was thinking, All right. Well, I'm sure I'm not going to be casting this on tonight, this on this weekend, but I'm going to think about it some more. Think about what color I want to do this in, what yarn I want to do this in. Because I'm also thinking Silk Garden sock, multi with all those beautiful color runs with a solid or some variation of something. So I'm thinking about that too. But I really, I printed out the pattern, so I've gotten that far. Doesn't mean it might not languish for another year or so, but I really am dying to do this. And I'm also thinking about how I could put some mohair in that too. But it's so beautiful. But I'm going to do a little more studying and see what other people have done with other color combos, what other yarn combos people have done. But I've got plenty. I'm looking right now. I've got plenty of things I can pull that would work beautifully for this. I just have to decide what yarn, what colorway I want to go with. But anyway, that's what I want to do. Oh, have you any new cast-ons for you? Have anybody put cast on something wonderful that they're really enjoying right now? Has anybody cast on something that they're not as thrilled about? Okay, so let me see how far I've gotten on this. Funny thing last night. Okay, so I fell asleep as usual watching TV. But what did I fall asleep watching? I had YouTube on, and I was catching up with a couple of my podcasts that I like to watch. And then I kind of dozed off, and then I woke up just in time for this podcast I've never seen before. And I think it was more crochet, because she was doing a lot of talking, and then I got kind of sucked in. But I also noticed that what she was doing was her show was live, or at least when she did it, at the time she did it, was live. I don't know if she was live at the moment that I was watching her. Which made me think, and I have thought about this a few times. What do you think about the idea of me doing one live show a month? Just one a month, or maybe one every 2 months or so, just to do it, just so that we could have a little back and forth while I'm actually on. So let me know what you think about that. That would be nice to know, because I'm very tempted to do that. Of course, it would mean that I would have to let you know that, okay, I am because believe it or not, I was going to do this last night, but hubby called and was kind of wondering when I was coming home, and I felt very pressured for time, and I said, yeah, I'm coming home very shortly, and knowing I would come back today, because I cannot be pressured, because I know that I'll run over, I will be late coming home, and I just don't want to deal with that. So it'd be better that I just come in when I can take my time and be relaxed about it. So, and I don't know what my point was of saying that. I already forgot. Oh, yes, right, rest of my story. So anyway, so I was watching this podcast, and she was so interesting, and very well done. She did such a great job. And I want to go back this morning to find out what her name was. And actually, I should know, because I was listening, and then I fell asleep. Then I woke up, and when I woke up the second time, she was on to another episode, I think. But what was she showing? She was showing something that I just ordered the other day, and it turns out that she is the podcaster that it's a Delaque bag. You know the canvas and mesh bags that I love so much. That is like the best-selling bag that I have here in the shop. She was working hand in hand with Delaque to come up with a color, and the color it's a limited color. It's called Vivid Pink, and she was showing the bag, and I was like, isn't that something that, of course, with algorithms, maybe it's not it's not that crazy that she should show up in my feed. But I mean, I did not know who this woman was. I didn't have a chance to look up who she was, as far as, who they were referring to, that came up with this color, with Della Q. I just thought that was really something. So anyway, um, so I went on this morning to find out who I was watching, and of course could not back it up to wherever it was that I found her. So I had to do a little more research. I don't know if they have like a history on YouTube of what you watched. You would think there would be somewhere. Um, and you know what? I think I fell asleep before I hit subscribe or anything. Speaking of that, if you are watching me for the first time, or however many times, and you have not subscribed and you think that you might like to, please do so. I would love that. Um, okay, so yeah, so I have to find her, subscribe, and then next week when I see you, and hopefully I don't know if I'll have the bag by then. And they're, as I said, limited run of the bag in that color. I ordered a half dozen, so when they're gone, they're gone. And really pretty pink. They're up on my website. If you want to pre-order, you can do that. But hopefully, it would be nice if I had it by next week, but I'm not counting on it. Comes from Arizona, so I don't know. We'll see. Might be the week after. But anyway, so hopefully by next week I'll know who the heck it was that I was actually watching. And because I would love to recommend her podcast to you, because she was so interesting. And I really enjoyed her podcast. So anyway, I will let you know who it was that I was watching. Let's see. Then the other day, I got all the orders out for everybody that pre-ordered their Alexa kits. Also, anybody that pre-ordered the Noro, the original Noro yarn tasting cowl pack that I did. Those went out. If anybody's still interested in those, you can go on the website. I'll have put the link up. I will have some kits available for those as well. It will actually. It's not this one. It's the one I'm not wearing. It's the waffle weave, but kind of waffle weave, but done in the Saiun and the Cowl yarn. So anyway, that's up on the website, so you can take a look. No two colors are the same, but it gives you a nice chance to try out the two new yarns, have a little project without the commitment of buying two big balls of yarn. And of course, you could do Alexia. Sorry, you could do Alexia. But then you are getting two balls of yarn to do it with. So you could start out with the cowl and see what you think. Alrighty, let's see, what else did I want to talk about that I might not have mentioned here? Let me look. I think I've got, I got two new books. Now, I don't know what I did with the other one. Andrea Rangel, Innovation. I was watching somebody's podcast, or no, I think a customer told me about it, that this particular book had a really, really cute, I have a daughter that's into raccoons, because she has them in her backyard, and is very entertained by them. But there was a pattern in here that had a raccoon with a trash can. And I thought, would that not be the most hysterical thing to do? Is to make her something, either mitts or something, with the raccoon and trash can. So anyway, I got the book pretty much for that. But then I also got another one of her books. And that had sweater patterns and some other patterns as well. And I don't remember what the name of that one was, but it's somewhere on my table. But I got those two books in this week. And then I also got in, I think this came in last week. I couldn't resist. Every once in a while, I'm really good, and I don't really make any personal purchases. The shop purchases don't count. I can go nuts doing that, and I do. But I wanted this book, and I wanted if there was a Christmas one that is out of print. And I'm very sorry. I tried all over the place trying to find that book, and it's not available. So I'm going to keep looking, keep my eyes peeled for that one, because there was some really cute toys in there. But I got this book here. Maria Ermavola. What a fantastic job she has done. First of all, their animals are so adorable, but the detail that she puts in the books and the clothing, I mean, her details, you just follow it. And I think she has tutorials as well. This book looks excellent, and I cannot wait to dig in to one of these. I've got to think of who. I want one of these myself. Look at that little dress. How adorable is that? So anyway, I decided to get the book because I will be very sad. This is the book that I wanted. This one right here. Knitting book something Christmas. But there was some really, really cute dolls in there. And the clothing was adorable. So, yeah. If anybody knows a way I can get that book, let me know. But yeah, so if you love to do animals, want to do animals, this is a beautiful book. Hold your hand through the whole thing. So I cannot wait. And her details of how she makes the little facial expressions and all her details are just beautiful. So Woodland Whimsy, definitely grab it. So very excited about that. Those two purchases. All right, I think I went through everything I wanted to talk about. Okay, my list of things I have to order tomorrow. Yep, I think I'm good. So anyway, yeah, so I cannot wait to get home. I am preparing for the cold weather, the cold, wet, nasty weather we're supposed to be getting. This today, it's getting cloudy here. It was beautiful sunshine a few hours ago, but now it's getting cloudy, and I can feel it's getting colder. So I have split peas sitting in the water right now. I have the ham bone from New Year's Day meal, the ham and the ham bone out of the freezer. Going to make split pea soup for tomorrow. Ooh, cannot wait. That would be perfect for nice cold weather. And so I can be nice and warm and cozy, put it in the pot, let it cook, and I can just sit and knit. Doesn't that sound great? So anyway, I hope if you're not out and about tomorrow, I hope that you don't have to be. Or if you have the day off tomorrow, I hope that you get to. It's a great plan. Maybe we should all take a little page out of that and plan for a nice, easy meal tomorrow, and put our feet up, get some knitting done, and stay toasty warm. Yes. So anyway, have a great rest of the week. I will see you soon. If you want to do that class, let me know for the Zoom next Saturday. Otherwise, I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching, and you all take good care. Bye-bye, everybody.